Well, you should never put too much faith into a poll when numerous different polls from various media outlets on opposite sides of the political spectrum and universities are all showing similar results and a pattern is emerging. You can put a little more weight into those results. And when those results are scaring the liberal media, then we sure can't have a good time analyzing them. Tell us the latest, CNN senior poll guy.
The fact is that President Biden is behind President Trump. You know, if you look at just one of these polls, you might say, okay, that's within the margin of error. But now we have 4 recent national polls where Joe Biden is trailing Donald Trump among either likely or registered voters. Fox News, Trump +4. CNN SSRS, Trump +4. Quinnipiac University, Trump +2. Marquette University, Trump +2. You put it all together, you get a picture that Donald Trump is leading Joe Biden.
Well, that much is obvious, sir, but tell us why these new polling results are scaring the Democrats so bad.
And that is historic. Why is that historic? Because I want to take you through the polling archive. Go all the way back 80 years ago. Incumbent presidents since 1943. How many of them trailed in their re-election bid in the polling at this point? The answer? 2. Just 2. One of these names on the screen you might recognize from the last election and the last slide. Donald Trump trailed Joe Biden by about 10 points at this point in the 2020 cycle. The second one, here we are right here. Joe Biden trailing Donald Trump at this point in the 2024 cycle. These are the only 2 going back since 1943. The average incumbent is, in fact, ahead by about 10 or 11 points. And this makes this cycle so much different than the last one in the matchup between Biden and Trump.
In other words, these polling results have always predicted the winner of the current presidential cycle. Let's check in with MSNBC and see how they're dealing with these fascinating statistics, shall we?
Here it is. Wow. Donald Trump, we have at 46%, Biden, 44%.
And this is significant because this is the first time in the history of our poll that former President Trump beats President Biden, still within the margin of error, but still significant.
Yeah, in 2019, 2020, when Trump was president, he trailed all of them. This year, he's trailed all of them in our poll. First time in more than a dozen polls we've seen a result like this.
I mean, what's next? Is the former chairwoman of the DNC going to say that Joe Biden is too old to win the election this time around? Oh, wait, what's this?
Prominent Democrats like David Axelrod calling for Biden to, quote, get out or get going. Did he say that? Get out or get going?
I believe in a tweet or two and some stuff. Look, people who think that Joe Biden is perhaps too old, they're right.
Perhaps.
They're right.
Everyone ages differently.
I agree.
And you know, so.
And Joe Biden is aging like milk. We know.
So Betty White lived to be 99. No. Mick Jagger is still twisting his ass.
Mr. Right.
Joe Biden doesn't know how to exit a stage or who to call on during press conferences or what day it is.
I've been the one making that case year after year here against ageism. I always said it's a case-by-case basis.
It's a case by case.
But for that argument to have teeth, you also have to be the person who can go, yeah, but this is the case. And I've said it before. Do I think Joe Biden can do the job? Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't think he can win the job. And that's what I care about. He's going to lose.
And speaking of old Joe's age, he just had a birthday this week, turning 81 years old, making him the oldest American president in history. But that's not his only problem, because a lot of Jewish people are very upset that the Biden administration hasn't pushed back hard enough against the rising anti-Semitism on American college campuses. And when I say anti-Semitism, I mean like actual anti-Semitism, not wishing somebody Merry Christmas who happens to be Jewish, which is what the ADL deems anti-Semitism. I mean like actual anti-Semitism, like the lunatics that you see that are supporting Hamas on college campuses across the country. And if you think I'm joking about the ADL getting upset that people wish others Merry Christmas without first determining whether or not they're part of a certain ethnic group that may get offended by that, or Christmas music playing in shopping malls across the country, then you'll just have to stay tuned for my War on Christmas episode later next month. Or you can read about it in my new book, The War on Conservatives, which you should order from Amazon.com or click the link in the description below. A clown named Michael Rappaport, who is a D-list actor and I think maybe a sports commentator as well. I haven't wasted any brain cells following his career, but he is best known to most people for being the clown who just rants about Donald Trump on Twitter. And in his latest rant, it was about Joe Biden, and he made a stunning admission.
If it comes down to pig Donald Trump and smoking Joe Biden, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Voting for pig Donald Trump is on the table. I'm sorry. I'll still call him slob Donald Trump, pig Donald Trump, and all that. But we need to get this whole situation under control.
That rant, I believe, prompted actor Rob Reiner, who played Meathead in All in the Family like 50 years ago, to take to Twitter, which is his only hobby, to say, if you vote for anyone but Joe Biden, you are voting to destroy American democracy. Oh, and speaking of polls, I guess this is more of a focus group. Here's an interesting one that Fox News just did.
Raise your hands if you're for Donald Trump.
Very, very good. There's a few people who aren't in the front.
Few holdouts.
Few holdouts. You're not 100%.
DeSantis.
Ron DeSantis. Oh.
There's a clap.
Two hands and a clap. Okay. Joseph Biden.
Oh, come on.
Not even a wheeze.
How about Nikki Haley? Yes. A lot of people are looking at Nikki Haley now. How about Nikki Haley?
Show of hands. Nikki Haley?
There's half a hand.
Nikki Haley's campaign is obviously a complete and utter failure, despite being propped up by the Republican establishment, because she is by far the favorite over Ron DeSantis, because she's neocon Nikki Haley. And the liberal media as well, because she's the favorite candidate to face off against old Joe, because she's basically Hillary Clinton as a brunette. You get a load of this incident, which just occurred on the campaign trail, showing just how contrived her campaign is.
I love your hat. Thank you. Let a pair of guys give it to me for free.
The campaign thought they'd have a big viral moment, putting the mic in the hand of a 12-year-old and standing her up to ask Nikki Haley a question. Well, you got one, all right. I think I'll just stick with Donald Trump. And by the way, Trump Claus is back. The sweatshirt that you have to wear to Christmas dinner this year. And you can save 20% off of anything from my online store at markdice.com this week for Black Friday, starting today by using the promo code TURKEY at the checkout. So head on over to markdice.com and get your Trump Claus sweatshirt today, or your Wanted for President shirt, or any of my awesome designs, and save 20% off today through this weekend by using the promo code TURKEY at the checkout. So head on over there and check them out.